Let's go through the entire Gospel of Mark together. All right, now we're getting ready to read chapter 11 in the Gospel of Mark. If you remember, this is leading up, in essence, to Jesus having just told his disciples 3 separate times that he's going to be arrested, killed, flogged, and eventually raised from the dead. The disciples have not fully understood it. Peter, at least, has said he is the Christ in chapter 8, but largely it's not understood, and now we're coming to a point where Jesus is getting ready to start that up, and there's a fantastic story about a fig tree and a famous cleansing of the temple, and I can't wait to tell you about how they're related. Let's go. Now when they drew near to Jerusalem, the Bethphage and Bethany at the Mount of Olives, Jesus sent 2 of his disciples and said to them, "Go into the village in front of you, and immediately as you enter it, you will find a colt tied, on which no one has ever sat. Untie it and bring it. If anyone says to you, 'Why are you doing this?' say, 'The Lord has need of it, and will send it back here immediately.'" And they went away and found the colt tied at a door outside the street, and they untied it. And some of those standing there said to them, "What are you doing, untying the colt?" And they told him what Jesus had said, and they let them go. And they brought the colt to Jesus and drew their cloaks on it, and he sat on it. And many spread their cloaks on the road, and others spread leafy branches that they had cut from the fields. And those who went before and those who followed were shouting, "Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Blessed is the coming kingdom of our father David. Hosanna in the highest." And he entered Jerusalem and went into the temple. And when he had looked around at everything, as it was already late, he went out to Bethany with the 12. And I think this is so interesting. This is how 11 starts, because if you remember 8, 9, and 10, all 3 of those chapters, Jesus is prepping the disciples. He's going, "Listen, I'm going to be flogged, I'm going to be arrested, I'm going to be killed, and I'm going to raise in 3 days." He does this 3 times. And then right at the beginning of 11, he's like, "Now let's go. Get the colt, get ready. I'm going to come riding in." And I love that because it's called the Triumphal Entry is what like the mini title is. But let's keep going. On the following day, when they came from Bethany, he was hungry. And seeing in the distance a fig tree in leaf, he went to see if he could find anything on it. When he came to it, he found nothing but leaves, for it was not the season for figs. And he said to it, "May no one ever eat fruit from you again." And his disciples heard it. And they came to Jerusalem, and he entered the temple and began to drive out those who sold and those who bought in the temple, and he overturned the tables of the money changers and the seats of those who sold pigeons. And he would not allow anyone to carry anything through the temple. And he was teaching them and saying to them, "Is it not written, 'My house shall be called a house of prayer for all the nations'? But you have made it a den of robbers." And the chief priest and the scribes heard it and were seeking a way to destroy him, for they feared him, because all the crowd was astonished at his teaching. And when evening came, they went out of the city. And they passed by in the morning. They saw the fig tree withered away to its roots. And Peter remembered and said to him, "Rabbi, look, the fig tree that you cursed has withered." And Jesus answered them, "Have faith in God. Truly, I say to you, whoever says to this mountain, 'Be taken up and thrown into the sea,' and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that what he says will come to pass, it will be done for him. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. And whenever you stand praying, forgive if you have anything against anyone, so that your Father also, who is in heaven, may forgive you for your trespasses." Now, 11 is talked about a lot with biblical scholars for a few reasons. Let's talk about this fig tree. So he walks up to this fig tree. The fig tree is not producing fruit, so he curses it. Right after that, he's at the temple, and he's overturning the tables, in essence saying the people are not producing fruit at the temple the way that they should be. And then right after that, they come back, and we're seeing it's bookended. we're seeing that it's withered away and that it's desolate. And this is important because remember, this is written around 67 to 70 AD. This is right around the time of Rome and Jerusalem going head to head. And this is right before that temple is about to be completely destroyed, or right around the time that the second temple is completely destroyed. And so what we're hearing about, what we're learning about is, listen, the temple, this temple we're talking about right now that Jesus is clearing out is about to be utterly destroyed because people are not following Christ the way that they should be. Now let's keep going. And they came again to Jerusalem, and as he was walking in the temple, the chief priest and the scribes and the elders came to him, and they said to him, "By what authority are you doing these things? Or who gave you this authority to do them?" Jesus said to them, "I will ask you one question. Answer me, and I will tell you by what authority I do these things. Was the baptism of John from heaven or man? Answer me." And they discussed it with one another, saying, "If we say from heaven, he's going to say, 'Why then did you not believe him?' But shall we say from man?" Because they were afraid of the people, for they all held that John was really a prophet. So they answered Jesus, "We do not know." And Jesus said to them, "Neither will I tell you by what authority I do these things." Now, if you have a deep desire to learn about the Bible and God, I want you to come back every week. Like and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube and TikTok. Don't just go to church. Don't just pray. Do it all. Dig into the Bible. Find out all the amazing things about the Creator of the world. Because at the end of the day, we're all flawed, but we have faith that God can still do great things with us.